Here I have two pumps. On the left is the original pump, about 16 years old. On the right is a new replacement pump. Before replacing anything, I always like to test and confirm the failure. The first thing we check is coil continuity. For this LG drain pump, resistance should be between 14 and 16 ohms. I put the multimeter on the terminals, and as you can see, the reading is right where it should be. So electrically, the coil looks good, but that doesn't mean the pump is healthy. The first real issue shows up when we check the impeller. When I rotate it by hand, there's no tension at all. It spins freely. That's a problem. A healthy pump should have noticeable resistance because the impeller should be properly connected to the motor rotor. In this case, it feels like the impeller is loose and slipping. That usually means internal wear. Test 2, motor operation. Now let's test how the motor actually runs. Important safety note, before doing this, make sure you check the voltage on the pump connector. This pump is rated for 120 volts, which is exactly what I have here, so I can safely plug it into an outlet for testing. Running test results. The motor does run, but look closely. You can see vibration. The impeller rotation is uneven. It speeds up, then slows down. That's not normal, and I believe once this pump is under real water load, it performs even worse. Because the pump can't move water fast enough, the washer thinks there's a drain system blockage. That's why the control board triggers the OE error code. Even though the drain hose is clean, the pump still turns on. This is a great example of how a pump can partially fail. Electrically fine, but mechanically worn out. So if you're getting an OE error code and your drain hose is clean, don't stop there. Check the drain pump. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up playing explain. And if you want more real-world appliance diagnostics like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.